everybody, welcome to another absolute beginner tutorial, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to make the double crochet stitch. Now this is in US terminology, so if you're seeing people doing something that is called a double crochet but looks awfully like a single crochet, then they're probably teaching you UK terminology, because a double crochet in UK terminology is a single crochet. But in this video I'm showing you the US double crochet, which in UK terminology is called a treble crochet, so it's all very confusing, but let's keep to American terminology. So in my very first tutorial I showed you how to do the chain. So you should have a row of chains like this if you're at the beginning, or you may have a project you've been working on so far and you just want to work a double crochet. You should have a row of these like little V's here, and each one of these is a chain. Okay, and don't worry if you've got a mixture of sort of this and it's hard to see. Just try and master the chaining so you get a nice flat set of V's, because it'll be a lot easier for you in the long run. So to do a double crochet, we yarn over again just like we did with the half double crochet, and we're going to work into our fourth stitch from hook, our fourth chain from hook when doing a double crochet. Now we never count this loop on our hook. So there's our first V, our first chain. There's our second V, our second chain, third chain. So here's our fourth one here. And when I work into a chain, I always work into this left loop of the V, because like I've explained in other videos, it helps to see the chain again if you need to work into it again, because sometimes you do if you're working some booties or more advanced patterns. So when you found your fourth chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, we're going to yarn over. So you want to wrap, from this direction. So you don't want to go this way, you want to make sure you're going from behind. Bring the yarn from behind, wrap the yarn around your hook, then count 1, 2, 3, 4, find that fourth chain, put your hook into there, into that one bit of yarn, then wrap the yarn from behind again over your hook. Use these fingers just to open up that loop, bring the yarn through the chain, so you've got 3 loops. But this time what we're going to do is a little bit different to the half double crochet. We're going to yarn over, so wrap the yarn from behind again around your hook, and again I'm using these fingers just to hold open those stitches to make it easier to bring the yarn through. My hook is facing upwards, so I'm going to twist it down as I come through, but I'm just going to bring it through. I'm just going to yarn over and bring it through these first 2 loops, so 1 and 2, just the first 2. So not this last one, I'm going to leave that one still open. So we've got 2 loops left, okay, the one we've just pulled through and the one at the very beginning. We do the same thing again, we just yarn over from behind, pull the project down just to open those stitches and hold them in place, twist the hook down and bring the yarn through those last 2, okay, and that completes a double crochet stitch like so. And so for the next chain, there's our next chain there, our next V, this left part of the V, yarn over, go into the next chain, bring the yarn over, twist the hook down and bring that through, so you've got your 3 loops like so. Then we yarn over from behind, always remember from behind or going underneath depending how you want to look at it. Face your hook down and bring it through the first 2 loops only, twist your hook up as you finish, and again yarn over, wrap the yarn around your hook, twist that hook to face down and bring it through the last 2 loops to complete a double crochet. And we just do that all the way across, and because you've worked into your 4th stitch and hook, you've lost 3 chains, so you need to calculate that into your project depending on how many you want to crochet. Some people would count these 3 as a double crochet, so that's worth remembering as well. Some would count that as a double crochet, and when they're working back in the opposite direction for the next row, they would work their last stitch into the top of these 3 chains. So, but I'll show you again. So we yarn over from behind, wrap the yarn around your hook from behind, find the next V, put your hook into there, yarn over from behind or going underneath, bring the yarn through the chains. You've got 3 loops, wrap the yarn around your hook from behind, twist your hook to face down and pull through the first 2 loops only, then twist up, 2 loops left, yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops to do a double crochet. Okay, we've got 4 chains left. You can see there, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yarn over into the next chain, yarn over from behind, through, yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, and for the last 2, double crochet. Wrap the yarn around your hook, go into the next chain, yarn over from behind, bring it through. You know, notice I'm always using these 2 fingers just to hold my project in place. Yarn over, wrap the yarn around your hook, pull through the first 2, wrap the yarn around your hook, pull for the last 2, yarn over to the next chain, yarn over, sort of already yarned over, bring that through, wrap the yarn around your hook from behind, bring it for the first 2 loops, wrap the yarn around your hook, bring it through the last 2. Then we've got 1 little chain left, 1 little V there, there's our slip knot. So we yarn over into the last chain, wrap the yarn around your hook, bring that through, same again, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops only, yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops, and there is our last double crochet. And as you can see, they're a little bit bigger than the half double crochets. So when working in the opposite direction, some people like to chain at the beginning. They would chain 3 and then work into this second stitch here, and they would count those first 3 as a double crochet, but I don't like to do that because it makes it hard to work into. I'm a little bit lazy. So for the easy method, what I do is I would yarn over and then just bring it through the loop and do a little chain 1, just like you did at the beginning, and I'd ignore that as a stitch. I wouldn't count that as a stitch, but I would flip my work over, and you see this first proper stitch here on the end. I would work into that one first. So again, yarn over, put your hook into that proper first stitch at the top there. You should have 1 little bit of yarn at the bottom, and you should be going under another V, basically 2 bits of yarn. So then we yarn over, bring that through the stitch. So you've got 3 loops, and it's the same thing again. We yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops only, oops, and come up, yarn over, bring it through the last 2 to do another double crochet. We just do that all the way across until we get to these chains. So I should do some double crochets to the other end to show you. So yarn over, go a little bit faster, just to get to the other end. There we go. Just doing the same thing again. Over. It's the second to last proper stitch. This is the last proper stitch. Bring the yarn through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And then we don't have a proper stitch but we want to work into the top of these 3 chains that we lost at the beginning. So to do that, what we're going to do, because you can see we've got 2, 4, 6, 7 double crochets, and then these 3 at the end are going to count as our 8th one. So we can check our stitch count. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 proper double crochets. So we need to get that 8th one. But this is the only time we're going to have to work into chains, because this here I did a little chain 1 turning stitch and we worked straight into the first stitch. We don't have any chains to worry about crocheting into on the next row, so that's good. So we yarn over, then just find a little V there. You should see a little V appear just on the top there. That's our little top chain. So you want to find that V. I'm going to go onto the right side of the V. Try and do this slowly and show you. It's actually quite difficult. The right side of the V. There is the left side of the V. Where's he gone? So, sorry about the background noise. Getting under that left side of the V. It's really hard to do on camera. So there we go, we've gone under a little V. You can see those chains there, 1, 2, 3. So that third one, we do the same thing again, we just bring the yarn through. Yarn over from behind, pull through 2, yarn over from behind, pull for the last 2, and there's a double crochet. That's why I don't like working into chains at the beginning and the end, because it's quite fiddly. Whereas now, if we do the little chain 1 and turn, and then do our double crochets, when we get to the other end, we don't have any chains to worry about, because we did a chain 1 instead. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So then our last one, our last double crochet, is going to be into a proper stitch. Yay! So, nice proper stitch, nice and easy to work into. And there we go. 8 double crochets, and you're getting a proper little swatch going there. So there we go, that's the double crochet, and in my next tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to do the treble crochet. Okay.